Does anybody here pray for release from your fear? Oh, please help me, Lord. I'm fearful. Well, what did Emmanuel just say to you? When you ask for release from fear, you are implying that it's not your responsibility. And then you wonder why Spirit's not responding to you, don't you? You insist it's not there for you, don't you? Because you're asking it to do something that it's not going to do. It will guide you, but it's not going to do it for you. It's not going to release you from the fear that you choose. Or it would be taking away your power to choose. Be a cause for the effects that you want. Fear didn't come there because you didn't want it. Fear came there because you chose it. Amazing, isn't it? See, that's why he tells you right there in the beginning of this section that you think it's involuntary. You think the fear that you experience is involuntary. It's necessary for you to believe that in order to keep doing it. Hello? You have to not admit you're choosing it to keep doing it. And if you don't admit you're choosing it, then you can ask for something else to do something about it. And you can insist that it's what? It's not your responsibility. Hello? Amazing, isn't it? You're amazing what you're insane. You're just insane. Right? Humans are insane. We don't think clearly. But we can. We were created with perfectly clear thought ability. Perfectly. And because we were created that way, we will always be that way. Remember, this is how you hold together the illusion that you're not perfect. That's all that we're looking at. What is going on in your mind that is giving you the results that you are getting? And once we see what we're doing in our mind to get these results, we can change. We can choose differently. We have the power to choose differently. One of the thoughts is no, I'm too weak. No, there's some power that's greater than me that's making me do all of this. Those are just thoughts. Here's another thought. You have all the power of God available to you. How do you like that thought? Well, why don't you use that one instead of the other one, if you like it? Why wouldn't you use it if you like it? Hello? Rananda to earth. Why don't you use that idea then if you like it? See? This is what you have to look at. And when you're right there looking at it, that's where the opportunity for healing is. You're not going to heal it when you're in the midst of and you're like this. You're not going to heal it in that moment. No, this is the moment where you're going to heal it. Where you can see what you're doing and you see the insanity of it and you see that it's not really serving you. Not you. It's not serving you. It's serving something, but it's not serving you. Why? Because you don't actually like to be in fear. Hello? Anybody here like fear? You don't like it. Then why do you choose it? Well, I don't. It's involuntary. It just happens to me. See? That's why Emmanuel wants you to see that you're lying. You're lying to cover up what you're doing. But we're gonna dig. We're gonna dig until we find gold. And when we hit that gold, happy days are here again. Happy days are here again. I don't know where this stuff comes from, believe me. I'm just as amused as anyone else is, you know, so be amused. The correction of fear is your responsibility. When you ask for release from fear, you are implying that it is not. You should ask. Wow, you know, he hardly ever, in this whole book, look how thick this thing is, he hardly ever uses the word should. Check it out. Hardly ever does he tell you what you should do. But listen to this. You should ask instead for help in the conditions that have brought the fear about. Don't ask, release me from the fear. You should ask, help me with the conditions, which are where? That have brought about the fear. These conditions always entail a willingness to be separate. Now that was a little tricky on his part, wasn't it? Did you hear what he just did to you? Or did you miss it? You missed it. I'll read it again and see if you can catch it. You should ask instead for help in the conditions that have brought the fear about. Conditions, right? These conditions always entail a willingness to be separate. Pretty good stuff here on page 29, isn't it? He's already given you the whole thing right there in that one little sentence, didn't he? Actually, the two. In 2 sentences, he gave you the whole problem and solution. Yes? The problem is you have been willing to have conditions of separation. And the solution is to ask for the guidance and the help, for the willingness to see that you have accepted separation. Hello? You should ask instead for help in the conditions that have brought the fear about. What conditions brought fear about? The willingness to be separate. That's his next sentence.